lady.
Hang on the mistletoe. I'm gonna get to know you better. This Christmas, firesides in the shine. This Christmas, fireflies blazing high. Oh, we're caroling through the night, and this Christmas. Please stop. Yo, you think they tired of us singing?
Absolutely, we sing on every fucking episode.
Last episode, I can't wait to watch
we
it.
We sung at least 2-3 times.
No, we sung about 4 or 5. Because we maxed out at one point. And then we're like, this is not even funny though. You're dragging it. Well, you know what I want to do? Get a joke, take it, drag it, bring it back, drag it again.
Period.
Like, we can tell jokes for months.
We can.
Years.
We got jokes for days.
And still, but it'd be like, sometimes the same joke is still funny sometimes.
It is.
It really is, like, still funny. And, like,
and we'll run it back.
Oh, again and again. And I want some more and some more and some more. My knee is killing me right now.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm not limber like I used to be. Like, I feel like my body is changing.
It's changing. That's what it's like being 30, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, 30 plus. It's different. Your
30
body
plus.
Starts,
Don't add the plus on it.
30 plus, because like, you just talk about
here.
30. Ooh.
I said we here.
Yeah.
I said
okay.
we.
You 30 some odd. 30 some odd. 30 some odd years old, and my body don't do what it
But you know what they say when you turn 30.
What?
Sex gets better.
But if I'm not limber enough for the better sex, then what? Like, okay, your body still do what it did when you was...
No.
You still popping, locking in, dropping it the same way?
No. That was that. I mean, I guess if you trying to do tricks on the dick...
What you mean? Okay,
I don't think... I'm not doing tricks on the dick. I can't do a split no way.
Okay, so you're saying the tricks is not necessary.
Right.
Was you doing tricks when you was younger, though? I feel like when I was younger, was I, like, trying to, like...
I didn't...
I don't know. I feel like I was never trying to, like, do, like, moves. Like, oh, let me see if I can bend and contort.
I just feel like that it takes so much for me to be trying to split on a...
Split. It seemed a little... You gotta be dating the kind of man who likes that kind of stuff and, like, needs it. But I don't know. I can't explain that because I ain't never dated nobody who wanted me to split and backfit. Like, they're like, oh, she's so flexible. I'm like, okay, and, like,
right.
How much... I mean, as long as you can bend your legs
put them
back,
things back. That's it.
That's it. And, like... Motherfuckers do be wanting to max out and like push you to capacity, and you be like, you don't feel my gut folding back,
folding up.
You don't feel it. I'm burning. You get what I'm saying? Right now, this is worse than a crunch. You got me fucking in a full Nelson.
Okay.
Now I got a Charlie Horse.
I had a nigga who used to stretch me out first.
That's cool. That's cool. They say
so I could be.
Right, like before sex care and like after sex care, so that's a part of that. Like
it was one of like a part of the rub down.
So stretch me out so I can do what you need me to do. I do like that.
Yeah, I liked it.
But have you
I miss it.
Have you ever been in a? Do you? Do you now?
Just the stretching.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you like to throw birds out there into the wind. Like you like to throw a fucking. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just see if it land anywhere. So I'm just
a little boomerang, see if it come back.
You let the little fucking rod out and see what happens. So I don't know. I was just asking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you meant
just
by
a
that?
Stretch.
Yeah. So like, have you ever been having sex and your body cramped up?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
And I've been like, oh my God, stop.
And you got to hold on. Like, I had my ass cheek cramp up before. Like, ain't nothing worse than your ass.
I never had my ass cheek.
And like my ass, like, and it's like on the side of your muscle. I don't know if I was trying to do too much, like, I don't know what I was trying to do, because it ain't like I be doing like a 1-2 on it. Like, is that realistic? Maybe
I don't fucking know.
Like, I've never been, like, maybe like playfully though. Like, if I bent forward and it was like, da, 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 da. But I wasn't doing it like in like a sexual way. Even if there was still dick inside of me, it wasn't sexual. It was like fun.
Something cute.
This is cute.
Make
like,
us a little kiki, yeah. Yeah. I like those.
Yeah. So like I feel like the body, the limberness and the chips, and I can't say that was a 20s thing for me because I don't know if I feel like, I mean,
I've never tried to do tricks on nobody's penis. Right. Okay. I just practice my Kegels and it works.
Yeah, the Kegels definitely, that's the Kegels work. The Kegels, nah, I ain't gonna. The Kegels will have motherfuckers like, oh, you ain't never. When's the last time you? The Kegels, if you doing them all the time, to make sure right she's. How fast can you go? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm
8,
going
9,
to the
10,
video
11.
drop.
Oh, I was going fast. I said I can go fast.
My stomach started cramping. You know, I've been in the gym.
No, you ain't waiting now. Okay, yep. And I'm proud of you. And I'm proud of you. The gym is the gym, bitch.
Period.
Yeah, let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh.
I hope y'all out there practicing with us. Let's do it one more time. One more time.
Ready?
You not count for.
Oh, you don't know how you feel. I feel like mom feel crazy. Then it's like I thought that like if I go fast, like try to go the fastest you can go.
I feel like my butthole doing it too.
Go. It's hard. It feels like a little. I don't know. I get a little sensation if I go that fast. I don't know.
Well, hopefully they get the gist of the topic for this evening.
I can feel every bit of like
everything.
Like I feel like I'm more in tune with my uterus and everything now that I'm older. Like I can tell when I'm ovulating. Like even more, I can tell when an egg is about to drop. I can tell
I don't know that. No. I don't know that. You've gone too far.
I can tell when the egg is about. I can tell when. I think it started when I first got fertilized. You know what that is?
Yeah, when you first got pregnant.
Okay, good. You smart.
What?
I don't know.
What happens when you fertilize anything? Something grows.
But you smart. But I did that for the people out there who's like, well, she got fertilized. What you mean? She's sterilized? You mean sterilization? So I try to bring it back. So, like, the first, I think, in that moment, I knew I was fertilized. I felt it. Like, I felt it, like, attached. I was like...
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oops. It's like the first time, so I think they're clear on the picture. So, ever since then, I feel like my body has been, I don't know if it was the baby or just age, because I feel like my friends who are my age, they feel the same way. Like, your body is more, you can tell now.
In tune, you're in tune. You're paying attention now. More than you were when you were younger.
Paying attention? I think I feel it, though. Like, my body.
Yeah, you can feel it because you're paying attention to your body now. We're older. So we're starting to...
But I don't think I wasn't paying attention, though.
You don't?
No, I don't. I don't. I don't think I wasn't paying attention. I just feel like it wasn't happening. I feel like it wasn't happening.
Oh, okay. Well...
It was happening, but I feel like it wasn't happening as intense. Because they say your 30s is when your, like, sex drive is supposed to be at its peak.
Right.
So I feel like I'm feeling it because my body is naturally progressing, and so it's doing more than what it was doing. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
I just said I get it. Yeah.
Oh, our tequila for the week is Casa Noble. It's 100% agave azul. It has a weird afternote. Cheers.
It goes down really smooth.
It does go down smooth. We'll see, right?
You all right?
Dab. Hit him with the dab on him. What's that song? Dab on him.
Big Will Party King.
Dab on him.
He got a new song.
He do?
Yeah. It's Millie Rock. It's like a New York song. So I'm like, what the fuck is the Big Will Party King of Virginia?
He said he the party
doing
king.
a New York mix.
Virginia, we from where we from. Everybody from everywhere. Everybody got a mama, cousin, a sister, and a brother. Some from somewhere.
Shout out to him because he do get a hit you know, when he get it.
Consistency. You gotta keep pushing.
So yeah.
So what's going on with your body in its 30s?
In the 30s, what I will say about my body is getting bigger. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The weight pack on easier. Mm-hmm. But what I will say is, like, during sex, if I'm not into it, I'm not into it. When I was younger, I could just go. When I was younger, if I was fucking, I could just keep fucking. Now, if I'm fucking and I'm not into it, I'm just, my juices, they dry up.
Are you still vocalizing it? Are you still being, like, into it? Or still trying to get through it?
I be trying to get into it. Mm-hmm. I be trying to get into it. And I feel like now in my 30s, I need more of an emotional connection.
Yeah.
How about you? Do you feel like you need an emotional connection?
I've always been a simp-ass bitch.
You have.
Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm old. I want everybody. Like, if I'm fucking a nigga, I want him to like me. That's just literally just my thing. And it's like, I'm going to admit something that's a little toxic. I realize, it may be the thrill of the chase to me. Like, I like people to want me. Mm-hmm. And then, like, once sometimes it's kind of just like, all right, you doing way too much. Like, scale it back. Yeah. But I feel like my body has changed a lot. And what you said about the getting bigger thing, I feel like that's changed. Like, my body image, like, during sex is totally different than when I was petite.
Yeah.
I was small in stature.
Yeah.
And they made, like, sex more. It's not that I'm uncomfortable during sex, but I'm aware of my body and I'm thinking about, like, okay, so I'm always a person, like, when I have sex, I'm very visual. And someone asked me one time, they was like, you like visuals, don't you? And I'm like, yeah. So it's like, when I have sex, I want it to be sexy. Like, I'm trying to paint a picture for you. So it's I'm always coming with sex appeal off rip. Right. Now, whether it's fucking, like, I want it to feel sexy. I want to look sexy. I want my body to, like,
everything.
Flow sexy.
Exude my hair. Sexiness. Yeah,
so it's like, I'm not, like, I don't really, if I'm fucking with my bonnet on, it's because my hair is and I have to. But usually I'm trying to, like, I put perfume on before I have sex. Everything.
Me too. I do a full body scrub and everything.
I want to set the mood. Like, I'm trying to make it like an experience.
Yeah, same. Because I love a nigga that when we fucking and he be like, damn, you smell good. And I be like, yeah.
Yeah, so like all that, I want it all to like tie in. You asked me a question, I forgot what the original. You asked me about we talking about body image, but you asked me questions in between that.
I asked you if
something had changed, or if fucking forgot what it was that you asked me.
Oh, I asked you if you need to have an emotional connection.
Oh, okay, yeah. So for the emotional connection, like I said, I fuck, I've always been that way. Like, I love to have an emotional connection. I mean, I think we all have one night stands, haven't we? Have we all here? So, like, I feel like I've always been that person where I'm like, sex always has to be emotional, but I don't have to be in love with you to have sex. So that's totally different. Right. Like, I need to like you. I can't fuck you if I don't like you. Like, before, I could fuck people that I didn't particular. Like, there's one person in particular that I didn't really like this nigga. He swore I liked him. And I'm like, no, you're annoying as fuck.
Really?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Give me a good nickname.
I took him to his name is Florida, but a city in Florida.
A city in Florida. Yeah.
So like,
that's a crazy
like
nigga.
I liked him like I thought he was fun. Like, I thought he had a good person. Yeah. He was funny to me. Like, I like people who are their selves. Yeah. And so I could give him, but he was so Florida and every nigga, like, niggas dated so country. And they be doing the country as shit. And then be like, and so, like, he had a lot of country things about him where I'm just like, I don't really like this nigga, but he think I like him. But I'm showing him that I like him because he's cool to be around, but I think he think I liked him more than what I really did. I just thought he was cool. I take people at face value. So if you showing me that me and you just homeboys and homegirls, that's what I'm getting out of it, then that's how I'm gonna treat you. Yeah. So like, I didn't need emotional connection then, but now it's more so like, I still don't need an emotional connection. I just have to have like a vibe towards you. Like, I have to feel emotional and like, I have to like you, but I don't need to be in love.
So back in my days, I was like a nigga. If I saw you and I thought you was fine and I was like, damn, I would just fuck.
Right.
And get the fuck on. I don't need.
Right. Okay.
Well,
okay.
And to this day, I'm not even a kisser because at that point it was just like, damn, I'm just fucking.
You
so
always said that. I don't like kissing.
Not a kisser. I do.
You always said that.
I don't like it. It's not a thing for me.
I love making out.
Now that I'm older, I like to kiss. I do like to kiss,
and my mouth.
I've had a sexual experience in the recent history where we weren't kissing, and then I was just like, as a 30-something-year-old, I want to kiss.
Yeah.
But back in the day when I was just, I saw a nigga and I was like, damn, I want to fuck. I could just fuck. We don't kissing. It was way too intimate because this is wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and I'm up out of here.
So maybe I feel like we want intimacy more than we want emotional connection.
Okay.
Because you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like when I think of emotional, I'm always thinking about relationships, like having like feeling like I want more from the person. But I feel like both of us in general, like right now, this is my opinion, that like we kind of want more intimacy. I want to feel like you like me.
That's it.
Yeah. And I feel like that's always my thing. I want to feel like you like me. I don't want to. I don't want to feel like you just fucking me, and I'm just like I'm just taking dick.
Yeah, facts. I agree with you on that one. What are some things that you are into now that you're in your 30s that you weren't into
when I was in my 20s?
Yeah.
Okay, gay porn is what I can say. So gay porn is probably something that I'm into now that I'm older.
I love gay porn.
Anything else? I can't really say that I've changed like what I was into. Like I've always dated females. Like you get what I'm saying? Shit. I dated a female before I dated a man. Like in real life. As a kid. When I was catfishing. Like my God, we talked about that last episode because we ain't watched it yet. But yes, I don't know. I don't feel like nothing really changed. Nothing I can think of like offhand. Maybe I'm more into, I guess like feet. Maybe feet weirded me out a little. Like when I was like a little younger, I wasn't like really into feet at all. And then like now, not even before now. I was still in my 20s when I'm like, okay, feet don't really bother me.
Yeah, she was touching some dogs, and I was like, bitch, you crazy.
Okay, you act like I was rubbing them down. They was out the Timbs
with no socks. And we talk about this nigga often, y'all. I know y'all hear us talk about them Timbs with no socks.
I rubbed his feet.
Did you not?
I don't know. I probably touched him.
Yes, in front of me, and I was
like this. Don't. I was like, I was.
No, you won't doing the or 1-2 like that, but you was just like, it's his feet, and I was like,
no, but just feet and just feet.
It's a difference, but you was still them things was sweating in them Timberlands with no socks.
Oh my Lance.
That's the difference.
Okay, so and that's when I was off into feet. No, I don't even think I think feet don't really gross me out unless I see you like always barefoot or something like that. And then I'd be like, I still don't like it.
Okay.
Like, if I always see you like walking around, I always like you stomping around in them, then I'm just kind of just like, why you never got socks on? But other than that, like I could feel like feet was something that I gradually got into, gay porn, and I don't know. You gotta have to enlighten me. Was it anything that you into now?
I want to have sex with a female.
But you keep talking about it.
Yeah, but I don't go no place to meet them.
I told you to get on Tinder.
And meet a female?
Yes,
I'm so scared.
They love turning. I know what's gonna happen. You're gonna find you a stem. It's not gonna be you want a fem.
That's what I want.
Right? Okay.
A stem.
You're gonna get you a stem. You're gonna get to somebody because they like to turn out straight bitches. Like bitches do too, but they like to turn out straight bitches and be like, I turned her out. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And like being like, I guess they feel like she's gay for me type stuff.
Yeah.
Like it makes them feel empowered.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all remember when what was that thing we used to be on all the time?
Club chat?
Clubhouse.
Yep.
Yes. And so I was up there one time, and this one, she was a porn star. She told me she was gonna turn me out.
For real?
But she was in Miami, and I was
damn.
here, so yeah.
How'd she say it?
So we was playing a game. I don't know if y'all ever been on Clubhouse.
I used to love being in the
chat
house.
I love Clubhouse. And they used to make me they used to give me a mic and let me speak and shit like that. But yeah. So we was playing one little game, a little sex game, some shit like that. It was a couple of us in the chat. And so I was saying, talking sexy and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And so the girl was like,
are you talking sexy? What was you saying?
She asked me what I would do. Mm-hmm. And I told her what I would do. And I was just like, I don't remember specifics.
Yes, you do, bitch, because you got a good memory. Sell it to somebody who believe you. Sell this lie to somebody who believe you. What was you saying? I want to hear.
Well, I wasn't talking. Nice. Well, you know what? I wasn't talking about what I would do to her. It was about what I would do to the guy.
Okay.
And so, you know what I'm saying? I was talking sexy, a little spicy. You know what I'm saying? Telling him what I would do, lick him up, lick him down, split it, turn it around, type shit. Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm saying? And so she was like, "Can I join?" And I was like, "Yeah, ain't never fuck a bitch before." She was like, "Oh, when you come to Miami, I'll turn you out." And he was like, "Can I come too?" I was like, "Yeah." I'm scared to go by myself.
You was up there talking that big boy talking.
Yeah, really scary.
Like you was really about some link shit.
Really scary as hell. If you remember me, girl,
they should be call me. And this how you wanna? Can you wanna go to my? So I'm supposed to meet up with.
This shorty said she gonna fall through later. You gonna come with us?
Bitch, goodbye. You play way too much.
Yeah, so I feel like that's one of the things. Mm-hmm. I do feel how you feel. Like I like I said earlier, in my 20s, if I saw a nigga and I was like, damn, I want to fuck, I would just fuck and just like, deuces. Yeah. But now I do want to I want something more intimate. I am into kissing these days. Mm-hmm. I don't tell people that too often, so don't say you heard it from me. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I want to kiss. I want to do stuff like, I still love me some gay porn.
That's a classic. Uh-huh. I'm trying to think of new porn. Only thing I can say, do you have any new porn categories? Because I feel like my porn has changed. Besides gay porn, I like to watch now. Never mind.
The only new porn that I like is like gangbangs. That's crazy.
Oh, that's not new. That's one of my favorites. I like that. Yeah. I think it's
big niggas with some skinny ass bitch.
Well, I'll be honest.
I don't know why I like it.
This sound crazy to me. I only like to watch men. I only watch. My porn is I gotta keep catching myself. My porn. I only like to watch. I like to watch black men, and if they're gangbanging, it can't be a black woman because I don't want to watch them degrade a black woman like that. Don't degrade.
It gotta be like a skinny white woman.
Like I have to watch them put two in one hole over a skinny white girl.
I don't know if I've ever watched a 2-in-1 hole, but two
in one hole, both of them in the vagina, dicks rubbing. That's how I know they be gay because their dicks be rubbing. They in the same hole.
One be in the butt and one be in the...
Yep, same time. Mm-hmm. Top on the bottom. I seen one, it was 2 in the vagina and then 1 in the ass.
Why you remember you used to share them with me? You don't even share them no more.
You're right.
That's
You're
crazy.
Right. Yeah, that's my bad. But right. I like...
Remember we was talking about this in front of my mama? She was so disgusted.
Well, she be asking for it sometimes.
She do. She want to be gang so bad.
I had someone I was telling the other day and she was like, I said something about... something I was doing. I think it was my birthday. I don't really remember. But I guess I said something like I had sex or something pertaining to that. And she was like, yeah, because I woke up with a morning surprise too or something. I'm like,
oh, no. My mama be doing that shit too.
You pocket like a pistol.
Now, only I can talk sex.
Motherfucker.
You cannot do that.
I talk sex. You don't come back with no sassy sex
talk. What
is that about? Tell some, I had a morning surprise too. Then I went on down and I said, no.
My mama tried to do that too. I don't want to hear nothing but you putting your mouth on nothing.
Disgusting.
That is disgusting.
That's disgusting.
You're an old ass lady.
She done already told me too much about her sex life. Anyways, that I don't even want to know. So
my mama,
I'm not impressed.
My mom said some shit to me one time like, you better ask your stepdaddy. Why would I ask him?
Why would I pull him to the side about that?
And be like, yo, my mama said.
Shit, you beat it down last night. First of all, I done walked in on my mama fucking before. You ain't never did that?
No.
You've never walked on your parent having sex?
I've heard.
Yeah, exactly. But even now, thinking about it, like your mom was, they was getting their walls.
We lived in a little 2-bedroom fucking apartment in the projects. We could hear everything.
I never forget. We was living in Aqueduct, wore lawns to the dut. And before it was that, it was just Aqueduct because I was like Aqueduct. 5. We was in Aqueduct, and how our apartment was, you come up the stairs, you go right into the apartment. We was upstairs on the left hand side. It was a back fucking it's the back complex. Come upstairs to the left hand side, and then when you walk into the apartment, it's like the kitchen, living room, and then to the left, it's like our 2 bedrooms in the bathroom. So the bathroom's on the right. My bedroom is like straight ahead. Me and Shakira's bedroom, we walk in the hallway, and her bedroom's like right adjacent to ours. So the hallway's not that big. So it's like her room, the walls, they're like right here or whatever, on one side, like this. So I never forget, like, she had company, but I didn't know. And I was knocking on the door trying to say something to her. I don't know if, I'm one of them kids where I'm going to turn the lock. If you're not answering, you can take your hand and then turn the lock. I'm like, the fuck? So I feel like I turned the lock. And I remember opening the door and being like, and she's like, get out.
I used to knock on the door all the time. Ma. Right. She used to be like, what do you want? I used to be like, Ma, because I want you to open the door.
Right, open the door. Open what I want. I want to be in here. I want to say inside because somebody else is already inside. Right. But I want to be in here with you.
I want to be with my.
They was in there doing that with us in the house.
That's
them
crazy.
Them wasn't even our fathers. No.
Okay. Babe.
Project Kids. Them kids, that man wasn't even our fathers. I ain't had no daddy around when I was growing up. That's why
you ain't my daddy, no way.
No, you ain't take none of us to the movies.
You ain't take none of us to the zoo.
Oh. Ain't nobody even talking to you. Shut up. Ain't nobody even talking to you.
Shut up.
Stepdaddy. That was me and Shakira's song.
I love that song too.
That shit used to go the fuck off.
One of my mama, her exes, that nigga really thought he was my daddy. Matter of fact, all of them.
They be bossing up. But
now, I still got 2 of them that I can call because they still think I'm their daughter. And I could, you know what I'm saying, get a little fun.
I could call my stepdaddy if I wanted to, but like I would never call him because he stole my flat screens and then he said his apartment burned down. So I'm just
you did something.
I ain't never gonna forget that shit. Like he said he helped me get a storage unit and I was just like, go ahead. Okay, cool, because I didn't really have the money for it at the time. I was trying to leave my ex or whatever. And I'm like, go ahead and pull this shit in storage. Matter of fact, he had left me the whole apartment. He just upped and moved to this week. Matter of fact, this week up and moving to Atlanta. So I was just like, now I gotta get rid of move. He was like, yeah, bitch, you moved out on me and now all this stuff is in here. If you want it, get it.
Okay.
So, I put it in storage and he was like, well, let me just hold on to these TVs at my house or whatever. And you just get it back when you get your place. I was like, okay, cool. And then he gonna tell me that he was in a house fire. And my TVs went to in a house fire.
You want to know some shit?
I wouldn't be calling him, but
a nigga told me that before. He had one TV in mine, and he had like you remember them vases I had, and had the little flower moss thing.
Oh, in Ivana?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he had the TV and my TV. No, he had a TV stand. Mm-hmm. Those 2 vases.
That's an offer up for a whole set.
And fucking, he had the 2 vases, the TV stand, and then my little TV that was in my room.
And what he said happened?
They evicted him and they took it. It was a little 42-inch, but still, that's my little 42-inch, bitch. I want it back.
That's good enough reasonable that niggas got me fucked up. What's going on in the streets?
Street talk. So, in the streets this week, R. Kelly was sentenced to 20 years for sex crimes to minors.
I don't think they dropped those charges.
What?
Somewhere they dropped the charges, I read.
No. He just got sentenced to 20 years. Speaking of sentences... Eric Holder, who killed Nipsey Hussle, was sentenced to 60 years to life for the murder of Nipsey Hussle.
60 ain't bad either.
R.I.P. to life, amen.
They need more time.
Yeah. Just Hilarious says that Master P...
Talk about none of them?
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, you ain't get into it.
I was going to you.
Oh yeah. We talk about niggas is in jail. They in jail.
Like, God damn.
They up in there.
Jail. Hey y'all.
Yep. They in jail. What else is there? To life.
Because I did think they dropped R. Kelly's charges. But also, like, 20 years not bad for the amount of bitches that he done assaulted. So it's like, he got 20 years. He can get out and still be alive and drop an album. Smokey Robinson just dropped the album.
Absolutely, he can.
So, like, I mean, I don't know if he got any more. I think there was some other states. I feel like there was one state who did drop the charges. That's why I said that.
Oh, I didn't go that far into it.
It was a few weeks ago. So I feel like either way, if he got 20 years, that's not. It could be more. It's not that bad.
Yeah. I mean, he might get out.
What I'm
about to say, on good behavior, he might get out a little sooner. Who knows?
On good behavior, and if the Illuminati, you know what I'm saying,
do what they do,
magic,
right?
They got.
He should have been there. He should have been. Yeah.
They got Cosby out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he in the naughty, but you know what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I mean, Eric Holder, he deserved to be where he at.
Yeah. You gotta think, him in jail, it don't sound too safe anyways, so.
Yeah, he done got his ass beat a few times, so, you know what I'm saying? He might need some buy.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why I was like, well, I didn't want to be the one to say it. I knew you jumped the gun on it, so I'm like, he might kick the bucket.
he might, you know,
Okay, yeah, that's all I had to say about that. So what's going on with Jess?
Jess Hilarious, she said she's been a co-host on Breakfast Club. Yeah, guest host on Breakfast Club for the past week or so.
Right.
And she said that Master P still owed her $15K for some skits from the I Got the Hookup that came out back in like 2020, maybe 2019. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly when it came out. But yeah, so she said that he still owed her. So he paid her up front for some skits, and then on the back end he still owed her another $15K. He responded and he said she was just joking. She didn't mean that. She got paid, and he got receipts that she got paid. The check was paid in cash to Just Hilarious. And she was like, whoa. I did cash the first check, but you still owe me another $15K. That wasn't a joke. It wasn't a ha-ha this time. Right. And so, you know, I'm not in the movie business, so I don't know how payments work.
Right.
But I like Jess. But what I will say is I feel like when you get paid, they're paying you for your service in totality.
Well, I think, okay, so two things. I listened to the whole interview where she was talking about that. And then also, sometimes with contracts,
you get payments broke down.
Exactly.
Okay. Got it.
And yeah, so even if it's a deposit or whatever it is, it's like this is your initial payment, and then when you're done. That's why you got to pay me before services are rendered.
Right.
Like, and that's in my contract.
In totality,
like, because this has happened to me before as well. But where I had to like hit somebody up like, hey, if your event has been more than 20, I should have to hit you up looking for my money.
Period. I agree 100%.
You know that services were rendered, now money is due.
Yeah.
So I've had to hit somebody up and be like, hey, like, when you send in the money, you know what I'm saying? And ever since that situation, and y'all got a high profile family. And ever since that situation, I was like, I'm never doing that again.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I would never. And that was when I first started catering. Like, when I first started out, and they taught me my lesson. I'm like, no matter how high profile the client is, you have to get your money because everybody is not running legitimate businesses.
Right.
So you got to get your money up front. So like artists and stuff like that, they'll do like a front end and a back end. So like a front end payment, like you get this and a back end.
And you get your back end before you get on the...
After you do the set. Like after you know.
Oh, really? I thought you get your front end before you get there, like a deposit, and then your back end when you get there before you perform.
Contract, on what they talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, because sometimes the other person on the other end is janky, because I could be a caterer and I was janky and I get all my money and I just don't fucking show up.
That's a fact.
And it happens all the time, and they don't get them folks their money back. You get what I'm saying? They don't nothing. Yeah. So it depends how the contract worked out, and she was just starting in, so I felt like she wasn't in the position to say.
She was just like,
hey, I need my money up front before I show up and do this business. But I bet she learned that now.
Right.
Because everybody, you got to learn, if ain't no money, ain't no service.
Okay.
That's why y'all be fighting y'all clowns
I
afterwards.
need my money on time.
I'm not mad for when people ask for their money. I don't be offended when I go and get my nails and hair done and they want their money first. Like, I'm not offended. Like, I've seen people be like, okay, well, I'm gonna pay you this and on Cash App. No, pay me, and then if I fuck your shit up as a good business person, I should give you your money
refund,
back, or a refund,
absolutely,
or try to work out what happened, because that's always a lot of times.
I've done that.
Yeah, if somebody don't like
if
something,
I don't like if I don't like how your hair turned out, I'll give you.
But you're also super
nitpicky. Yeah. I'm very hard on myself.
You don't want.
Yeah.
So, but I don't mind. I like that mindset for me, because I'm just like I rather avoid conflict person, and you're the same way. We're both trying to avoid conflict. Like, how can we avoid a conflict? Like, here, because And sometimes I've done that, and I had to realize sometimes you are overthinking stuff more than the other person is, and now you fucking up your own bag.
Yeah,
you gotta.
That's true.
I agree. Shit. So
I agree. Cause then you see a motherfucker get on the internet and post some shit, and you be like, "Damn, that shit do look good."
Yeah,
I can't believe I gave them that back this money. So yeah, I've done that for sure.
Yeah.
Just cause I'm very self conscious about doing hair, that is one of those things that, like, bitch, I'll fight you if you say my shit look bad.
I'd give the money back if I was late. If I was late, because everybody know one thing, Mom, you can't never say I'm late. I'm either on time. If I'm late, I'm 6 minutes late. You get what I'm saying? Well, most of the time I'm there early to drop your shit off, because I don't play about my time. So I don't want nobody playing about I ain't gonna play with nobody else's time.
Right.
Because I know how, especially when you have an event, you get antsy. Yeah. Like, hope the food is there, hope this is there. I'm not gonna be that person to show up late, and all you have to do is prepare.
Yeah.
I've been prepping for 2 days.
Yeah, she has.
And I'm doing
it. She be doing the damn thing.
And I'm recording.
And she made it here to record
tonight. And I got to get up at 5 a.m. to get up and cook. And I got to cook tomorrow and try to go out tomorrow, because I got my child during the week. So I want to leave the house.
Life, yeah.
And I got to cook Sunday. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to prepare yourself for the thing that you say you want. Mm-hmm. I don't know how we got there. We talking about Jess.
Yeah. But
you gotta prepare yourself for the things you say you want. You gotta, like, put in the work. If you gonna get up early or whatever it takes to get there. Yeah. But yeah, he didn't pay that girl her money, because she said that she not playing. She wasn't joking. It wasn't no kiki.
So. Wasn't no kiki on that one. Mm-hmm. So Jimi Hendrix not Jimi Hendrix. Slim Jimmy from Ray Shermer and Suki Hana.
Suki with the good coochie.
So Suki posted a picture of her and Slim Jimmy. Mm-hmm. And so Jimmy's baby mom got on the internet like, everybody keeps sending me this. She not even his type. He told me personally, blah, blah, blah. But a nigga gonna tell you whatever they want you to know, or whatever they want you to think. You know what I'm saying? And so Suki was like, you don't know what he like, because according to him, he don't got no type. Bad bitches
like,
is the only...
That ain't his type. La, 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 la.
Like, okay. I love Suki. Baby. Suki got a good personality. She look good. I like her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so, the baby mom want to talk about how she got her teeth knocked out, but he was just trying to play Family Guy last week. And it's just like, if he knocked your teeth out, and domestic violence, I don't agree with that at all. Not at all. But you're not going to go back to this man time after time after time after time and then expect everybody to still feel bad for you.
And if he's knocking teeth out, you got bigger shit to worry about than what his type is.
Okay.
You should let her be his type so you can move on.
So you can get the fuck on through, bitch. That is exactly how I feel. And so she was like, when he knocked my teeth out. So Suki posted a picture with her tooth missing. Was like, mine's already gone, sis.
Right.
What's the issue?
Right.
We don't got no problem. There ain't no teeth to knock out. I don't got none. And so, she kept going and kept going. And it's just like, girl, if you over it and you not his girl no more, he not your man no more, leave it alone. Whether people are sending it to you or not, my biggest motto in life is never let another bitch see you sweat.
Okay.
And the whole world is watching you sweat profusely right now.
Never.
And that's not cute.
Okay. Never. That's what we never doing. I ain't calling. I ain't asking questions. You hitting the bitch up talking about, please.
Another female would never see me sweat, baby.
Okay. Could be over here shivering in a fucking ball, bitch.
And you would never know. Ever. So that's my advice to the baby mom. Never let another bitch see you sweat. Because when you sweating and the whole world can watch you sweating, we're judging you now. We're not judging Suki for her fucking your baby daddy. We judging you because you talk about your teeth getting knocked out. You talk about how he not this, that, and the other thing. But you, baby girl, we're judging you now. We're not judging her.
Right.
You know? So, yeah. There's that. Gabrielle Union said she would like Ryan Destiny or Coco Jones to play the younger version of her. And then she would like Ashanti or Janet Jackson to play the older her. Did this lady lose her mind? Gabrielle Union looks good her damn self. Why she can't play herself? She could. Charlamagne said she could play herself from 20 all the way up to now, and I agree 100% with him.
In said biopic, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree with him. Ashanti or Janet Jackson. Because first of all, I hate when they do this shit and the people go from dark skin to light skin, like how they did on the wood.
Ooh, they don't even be caring.
And they don't care.
They don't care.
Because it's just like on the wood. How you go from the young girl? I forgot her name.
Melina. Her name was Melina.
Well, what's her name in the movie?
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, her from the wood, the main girl. How you go from her being pretty brown skin to being Sanaa Lathan?
Yeah.
It didn't make sense.
Yeah.
So, like, it wouldn't make sense to me. And that always stuck with me. It's one of those things, even from a child to now. It's just like, it didn't make sense.
But that's one of the things that I be telling you, like, shit, even in, I can think of a lot of movies. But I said that earlier, like, if your color doesn't match and that's what you're going for and you're just going for, like, a good character or good acting.
Right. A good actress, yeah.
Sure. But I don't like movies where you just going for, you're just a good actress and you look pretty. You have to actually match the role. I don't want you to just be a good actress and you just look good. I want you to look like the person this is supposed to be about. There's so many movies like where the younger version and the older version is not the same.
They don't match.
Or just in general, it's a biopic and you're like, this doesn't even look like the person. Like, why is J.Lo playing Whitney Houston? You get what I'm saying? It's like something like that.
But J.Lo did a good job playing Selena. That was perfect
They didn't like that because she was not Mexicano. She was Puerto Rican. She was a Boricua.
Right, but she did good through.
They had a problem with the fact that they didn't cast an actual Mexican, and that makes sense because
I get it.
I want you to be true to our culture.
But even Selena didn't even speak Spanish, so what are we saying?
Listen.
Well, you know what?
Hey,
I'm not a Mexican.
Speak on the dead. Don't speak on the dead.
I'm sorry. But
don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Is that all for Street Talk?
I mean, we can wrap it up.
Okay, we at our corner. I do want to say one thing. I guess it's kind of Street Talk is our news segment, so we're gonna and we don't want to be somber at the end of the show. So R.I.P. to Lil Chris.
Oh my God!
Today's his birthday.
It is his birthday.
Today's his birthday.
Oh my God, y'all! R.I.P. Lil Chris. Lil Chris was our weed man when we first moved out here. We lived in Carver Homes. Shout out to Carver Homes.
You know what I'm saying?
Lil Chris, oh my God, he was probably the most humble. First of all, Lil Chris looked
so
way younger than us, but he was way older than us.
Okay?
He
was like born in 88.
Right. And we 91. Okay? And so he was probably one of the most sweetest guys I've ever met in my life.
He was sweet. He was humble. He was so country. I'd be like, what? Every time I'm on the phone, I'm like, what?
Right.
Going out there, my mama gonna get to you. What?
Right.
Not
my mama gonna get to you.
What are you saying? Like, the fuck? Can you text me? Like,
please. Okay, Lil Chris used to come and he used to get smoke blunts with us. I feel like our cars never got broken into in Carver Homes.
Yeah.
Because off the strip of Lil Chris. Oh my God.
Christopher Reese is his full name. But when I used to cook at the club, he'll come over here. When I used to cook at Halo, he would come over. Every time I go up to Halo, I'm like, you got some food, you got some plates, and he would come.
Get plates. Oh, I love Lil Chris, y'all. Yeah. He was the sweetest. Before his passing, he called and I told him that we would be, once he got out the hospital, little Chris did get shot. Don't know the details and won't tell you all the details if I didn't know. However, he did call and I told him that me and his head was gonna come visit him whenever he got out, and unfortunately he didn't make it out.
That's
he
so
had
crazy.
complications, right? And I'm gonna miss little Chris.
Life's so short. Like everybody, even though we see him often, we see him at least a couple times a year because there'll be times where like we on the spot looking for some shit, and we like, yo, I know who to call. We don't care. And sometimes Chris will tell you some mid. You know what I'm saying?
He will. But some shake.
He'll give you some. When he give you the last of it, first of all, he gonna give you.
He gonna make sure we straight every time.
You know what I'm saying? Like you straight. You know what I'm saying? Throw you a little extra in there, but it don't. He always fucking come through for real.
He would.
But yeah, so that's crazy. I feel like that's one of the first people we met when we moved down here. So like that's just like a big deal. Like everybody, you said about your weed man, but like I promise you, all our friends, everybody was hitting us up. What happened to Lil Chris? Who got hit up?
Lil Chris.
Us in the group chat asking about Lil Chris.
People who come from out of town, they be like, we need some weed. We be like, Lil Chris.
I text Dana and Tiffany like, y'all, Lil Chris. Like I told them, they was like, damn,
like Lil Chris.
Everybody like, not Lil Chris.
Everybody, Lil Chris. Oh my god. And he hated that we called him Lil Chris. We were the only people who called him Lil Chris.
Yeah, y'all still call me Lil Chris.
He hated that. And you know, I get it because he was older than us. So why would we be calling him? Right.
Lil Chris.
We met him, y'all, because our downstairs neighbor, she used to smoke it. She used to be sitting outside. And so we used to be like, oh, well, you know, where you get your shit? She'd be like, oh, nephew up the street, Lil Chris. And she was like, I'm going to call him down here. Y'all going to be straight. He going to get y'all right. And so we was like, okay. And so he came down, and that's how we met him. And we invited him to everything.
Yeah.
And he showed up.
Yeah,
Lil Chris.
Yeah, that one hurt for real.
It did. And what I don't want to do is
Chris more than I seen some of my family in the last and that say a lot. Cause I've been in Atlanta.
Yeah. Please. I love Lil Chris. Yeah, shout out to you. R.I.P. I love you and I miss you.
Talking about Lil Chris. So
yeah.
Rest in peace, Lil Chris.
R.I.P.
All right, let's slide to the left, slide to the right. Take a sip of our drink so we don't cry all night.
I know. Oh my god.
Can mark these joints off. So I feel like I've evolved sexually. Absolutely. Okay. I've evolved sexually in like, of course, like knowing what I want, because I think that's a big step of like growth and age. Is knowing what you want and what you don't like and being able to verbalize that you do not like it. Mm-hmm. It is okay to say that I do not enjoy this. Yes. I am not being satisfied. I'm not wet. You're hurting me. Like, etc.
Absolutely, I agree.
And I feel like when we're younger, sometimes we just are not comfortable with being like,
No, when I was younger, I was probably way more upfront. Absolutely.
No, I was probably younger, more like, it'll be over fast.
In my 20s, I was like, ew, get off of me.
I've done that before, too. But
like,
I feel like now I'm more, like, just like you said, how you said your body shut down. Now that I'm older, my body is more like, my body is going to tell me you're not enjoying this before.
Yeah, my body going to tell them, and they going to know. You know what I'm saying? You know, once that shit gets to Sahara Desert, it's scraping you, it's scraping me, too.
Yeah. You know I've been not wanting this shit. I've been not ready for this.
Oops.
So I'm like, I don't know. I've like, I do think I'm more vocal because I know what I want now. Like back then, like even if I didn't know what I want, how about this? I can say that like I know what good sex is now. So that's the best explanation for it. What's good sex look like to you now? Like what's good sex for you?
Good sex is passionate. Mm-hmm. Good sex is like you into it, you hitting all the I love a man that know how to get up in them corners. Ooh, baby.
Turn a corner?
Yes. Oh my God. I love a nigga who don't feel uncomfortable with me fucking back, cause I'm fucking back. And you know some niggas don't like that. I've had some people be like, chill out.
Yeah, I want to be in control.
Yeah. I like a nigga that like.
But like most niggas want you to throw it back because they want to see that shit bounce. Like,
yeah, throwing it back. But I'm talking about missionary. I'm fucking back.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that.
Oh, like you saying like on the bottom. Like,
I'm like Absolutely.
Give me that.
Yep. Fucking back. Oh, 100%. A nigga that pick up my back and help me fuck back. Oh, baby,
like, that's different. Ooh, not the back, not in the right in the cup, in the nape,
and you helping me fuck you back.
Yeah.
Please, I love that shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God, kiss me. Now I want to kiss.
Let's make out.
Okay. Talk to me fucking nice.
So that's what you like in your 30s. You like that back then too.
Yeah, I like that.
So you feel like you. So I feel like.
But back in my 20s, niggas didn't like you to fuck them back because they weren't used to that. That was new for a lot of us back when we was in our 20s. But if you was watching porn, and a lot of bitches weren't watching porn.
Yeah. But I was watching real sex. I was even looking through like the blurry lines on the TV to watch sex. That's how I know I was horned out. Because our TV used to be like, we had bootleg cable. Like you could look at the channel 21, which was HBO, and it'd be blurred out at night. And I would be looking through the lines, the blurry lines, just to see little white nipples and shit in the air.
Yeah.
It
was always white bitches on the HBO.
And all you seen was titties. Even Cinemax. But Cinemax, they were like, fuck. My stepfather used to fall asleep with the TV on every single night. And you'll hear, at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, and it'll be blaring through the house. I mean, for hours until my mama got home from work. It'd be blaring through the house. Because I already know it's fuck time. And I'll call and I'm playing. I was gonna pull up on my
okay.
My stepdaddy passed out. Or like 6 a.m. I used to get up. When we was in upstate New York, I was in 5th grade. I was in 6th grade. When I was? Oh yeah, I was in 6th grade in upstate New York. So we was in upstate, and I remember we had cable then, so we was fancy. We had a little box and shit then. So I was like, we fucking, you know what I'm saying? We living up. So like I would like get up early in the morning and then go downstairs because they only came on the downstairs TV because we didn't have it upstairs. We had a box. You know they had a box downstairs.
Yeah.
So they had the box downstairs, and I would go like get ready for school, and I would turn to like I'll have it on low, and I'd be standing downstairs standing in front of the TV. I be sitting in front of the TV watching it.
Yeah. When I first figured out like what sex was, we was living in the projects in New York, so we just had basic TV. Like, whatever you could get on basic TV. You know what I'm saying? But once we moved to South Carolina and we got that goddamn, you know what I'm saying? The hookup. Then, but it still didn't catch those channels. So if anything, I always had to like look it up on the computer or figure it out for my fucking self.
I was never watching computer porn at that age.
Yeah,
I
I didn't start watching porn until I like got older.
Okay, so when did you start fingering yourself?
In 2nd grade.
Second?
My brother caught me too, and that is wild.
What?
Yes.
You started
and I used to do it in class because I used to wear overalls a lot.
Deja.
I didn't realize that it was bad.
What you mean, like 2 fingers up in the hole?
Not in there, just with the clit, time.
But that
rubbing it out.
So what you mean? You be in class just like.
Yep, and my overalls like.
But you liked how it felt.
My brother caught me one time. I was so embarrassed.
What you mean?
I was so embarrassed.
What you mean?
He was like,
where was you at?
Home. In my mama room. But me and
my
mama had shit.
What was
I was
happening?
Just doing it because I didn't realize.
I
discovered it. Like you discover. Okay. You know when you discover your parts. I had just discovered it and I realized that felt good. I don't think that I did it to the point where I was like.
Yeah.
Dispersing, but I would do it and I would be like, oh, wow. I was discovering my part.
Okay, so what happened when he caught you?
He was like, I'm going to tell mommy, what you doing? And I was like, don't tell mommy, I'm telling you. And he was like, let me catch you doing it again, I'm going to tell mommy. And then he never caught me again. I stopped. That was it.
I said, did you stop or he never caught you?
I stopped. That was it. I was scared.
And don't tell mommy.
Please don't tell mommy.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Right, I didn't know it was a bad thing. I stopped. I didn't do it again until we like moved away and me and him didn't live in the same apartment anymore because I was so embarrassed and confused.
So, okay, so like I think we all had like little weird shit when we was kids. I mean like actual, like I started like fingering
Oh no, I never.
When I was like in 9th grade.
Yeah,
like
so once
grade.
I started like getting into like trying to figure out what I like and then I started getting fingered by my boyfriend at that point, but like I wasn't doing it myself. No.
And what age was that? I'm trying to figure
out.
That
was like 13, 14.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you, bitch?
I don't know how fast you are.
How fast are you?
I was in 9th and 10th grade. I remember.
Okay.
Like when I was like, at first, like it's at first I was kind of just like, I don't know, like, I didn't know, like, I think I was like, I think at this point I wanted to have sex, but I was scared still. So like it had to be because I had sex like my 10th grade, like summer going into my 10th grade year, I think. Yeah, like right before my 10th grade year.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it was like spring break, summer. I know I was going into 10th grade was the next grade. So, because I remember when I came back, there was like, this boy kept spinning, was like, oh, Natea having sex because her hips are wide. I'm like, no, it's not. I ain't have sex. And I hadn't had sex yet. I really had it.
Right.
But, so yeah, matter of fact, I didn't have sex till 10th grade. That was not 9th grade. I had sex 10th grade. I had sex 10th grade, like spring break around that time. Before my 11th grade year. Yep, I had sex 10th grade, and it was around April, May-ish, before the school year ended. Okay. And then we went to 11th grade. But I remember I came back in 10th grade, and somebody spread that rumor, and I was just like, I'm not having sex.
June of, maybe like 2006, because we was going into our 10th grade year. Mm-hmm. And so, it was that summer.
So that wasn't
No, July. It was July. No, August.
But that wasn't 2006.
It had to be, because we was going into our 10th grade year.
Going into our 10th grade year?
Yeah, we started high school in 2005. Yeah.
Who was...
Well, if you graduated in 2009, we started in 2005. So 2005, 2006 was our 9th grade year. 2006, 2007 was our...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was 2006, July, or August, right before we went back to school. And so my boyfriend, and I talk about him all the time, Brian, he came over, and we did what we had to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, When I did it, I think I told you at the time, I was like, that's it?
I didn't feel like that. It took me hella fucking long to be comfortable. It hurt so bad.
I was already masturbating, and I just think his penis was an average size. I think it wasn't big. Now, it was the average size. Ain't it hindsight how the size of like penis is? You look back and you be like, because I thought someone had a big dick. And you think back, you be like, that was not big at all.
Even graduate in high school, like, you know what I'm saying? Because he was my boyfriend from the time I was 13 until I was 21. So he was, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have other penises. But
I was say, this bitch I'm thinking too. I was like,
in my mind, he was always home.
What age did I meet you at?
You met me right before I broke up with him, so I was 20. But
you was
20? Yeah, either I was 19. No, we met right before our 21st birthday, though.
Oh, really? That was it? No.
Yeah. We met way before that?
That was before that. That couldn't have... No.
I was 19, 20 at least when we met.
Okay. I wasn't saying that.
Yeah. Okay. So at that point... for me, he was always home. So even if the dick was good,
so
you know what I'm saying? He was
still home to me.
Yeah, at that point. Now, I could tell you, he would
be like, he was home.
He was home. Home is where the
heart is.
Home was where the heart is. Home was where the heart is. Absolutely not. I had a few homes, but he was the first one,
and that's what matters.
And that's it.
Chill out. Like me now. I was gonna say child blow.
Now it's the little one. And I'm not my wow.
Ooh. I got you throw it up. Slip me up. Come on, I throw it up. Hey, wait a minute. Playing hot, slow it up. What? Ooh. You want a Chris? Pour it up. Y'all just rookies popping on the scene. Be careful how I talk, cause I pop them things. You might see me on the TV rapping and acting. Look a little closer. Yeah, that's us in the millennium testosterone. Okay, Lil'
Kim, get in me.
Hey, yo, wait a minute. Ain't that Brandy's brother? They be my shit. Is that Brandy's brother?
You think they tired of us
Ray Jizzle? No, because they know the Rizzle for shizzle. We give it up, no dizzle. So boom, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking like, if I get married, and I don't know, you can pertain this to your marriage or like your full-term relationship. Do you like long-term relationship? Right. Do you feel like the person that your partner, your forever partner, should be the best sex that you ever had? Ooh, yes. Tell me more. I love your toxic take.
Yes, cause listen, if you're not the best that I ever had, can I be faithful to you?
Ooh.
And that's just me being honest, because listen, I am a sexual being. I'm very honest about it.
Tap in.
Once I get to talking to people and we get to getting into, sexual things like that, if you're not on my level sexually, I'm gonna cheat on you. I'm gonna cheat on you. You wouldn't know, but I will. How about you?
What do you think? Well, you summed it up. No, I agree, because I feel like people always say your best sexual partner doesn't have to be the person you're with for forever, but I think that all depends on like what level you evaluate and put sex in your relationship. If sex is here and mental connection and taking care of you, and you're not a big top. For you, but everybody don't feel that way. And for me, it's a top 2. But like, I feel like as I've gotten older, I feel like my sex drive has lessened for some reason. Or it just could be like the mental state that I'm in. I don't know. But like, I kind of feel like lately my sex hasn't been like, I haven't even been wanting to have sex. I just kind of been like grind mode in my head. Like, I'm thinking about making money doing this. I'm not thinking about fucking. You get what I'm saying?
I feel like that goes all into your partner as well. Yeah. Because if your partner's on the same mental level as you and they're in the same grind mode as you, then they'll understand where your sex drive is at in that moment. So, with that being said, do you think that you can wait until marriage to have sex, or do you feel like you need to ride the...
Why would I wait until marriage to have sex? Well, I'm not Mormon.
Because what if you... I understand that you're in a relationship.
I ain't trying to get my cherry pop.
I understand that you're dating, you're in a relationship, but what if they wanted to wait until marriage?
So what if I was dating somebody, anybody?
Anybody, and they wanted to wait until marriage.
Yeah, no, I don't want to wait till marriage to have sex with nobody. You gotta motherfucking ride that motherfucking dragon to see if it's wagging. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to motherfucking be marrying you and the shit don't slang and hang like King Kong Mangalang. Even though I don't need a Sloan Wong, you just gotta have that dong. Okay,
put her here.
That's all I'm saying.
We connected. We don't hardly ever connect.
You seen that? Good vibes on. Good vibes only. For real, y'all.
I could never.
I would never
date anybody or be. I've done it. I've dated a man for a while, and he made me fall in love with him, y'all. It's the same one with the daughter in the door, and he made me fall in love with him, and then I got to ride that pony. And it was smaller than a pony. It was a little donkey.
Pony.
It was a donkey.
That was a pony.
It wasn't even a donkey.
But that's what they do. They make you fall in love with them. So when you get that mediocre, you be like,
I love him.
I like him so much.
I love him. And like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah. You know what? I probably could deal with it if he was paying for things. If he had the funds to back it up.
But I still feel like, so it depends what you're marrying for or what somebody for. Are you with them for, because I feel like, let's all be honest, right? Everybody, I was gonna say everybody has like 2 or 3 marriages. Now I'm gonna say that. I was like, well, everybody's married by your first husband. Right. Well, what I'm trying to say is like, sometimes when you're dating initially, you're either dating for love off rip or you're dating for money off rip. You're dating for different things. So each time, if it does not work, you'll find something different. Hopefully, you can, if you want to be monogamous, you can find one person and they can do all these things, right? But if that's not the case, you're dating for different things. So, like, you might want that person to be your best sex because in that moment your sex drive is high and you require great sex. Mm-hmm. But later on in life, when you fucking 56, you might be like, I just need Ronald to pay the bills.
Not Ronald. Charles
Ronald got to pay the bills. You keep Charles. Ronald. And that might be.
Wait, I was saying Charles because
I know what you're saying. That might be perfect.
You haven't watched BMF. That's the dad.
But I was saying Charles because I was.
I know.
Time frame, and I was
I get
might
that.
Be perfect
but
timing.
Yeah.
You saying that? After if you. Because I thought they said he. No.
Ooh,
now how much longer?
All right.
No, wait, no.
Didn't even think that far. Oops.
Yo. Oh, it's a metaphor. A
good one.
But yeah, so it's like I feel like they don't have to be your best sexual partner, but they got to be top 3. I need somebody that I want to have sex with all the time to be at least top 3 for me to always want to have sex with you.
Yes.
And so like, because you're gonna eventually, I know I get bored or I get tired of the same thing, or like if I gotta be getting what I want out of the sex. So the person I have sex with, you can't be like number like 8 on my list, and I'm gonna be like, I want to be long term with you, because I shouldn't be thinking about 7 niggas who fuck better than you while you fucking me.
Right. Oh, you know what? I see this on your list. Should your husband be your best partner?
That's what we're talking about.
That's what we are, but we didn't ask that question.
I did.
You did?
Yes, the fuck I did. Why you reading my list, bitch? The fuck? I asked that. This is the question we're talking about. Oh. You said yours. Because
okay. All right.
I said mine first, and then you said yours. That's how we got
You're right. All right. I've been drinking.
I said on your list, and I done told you about rubbernecking. We talked about this last episode.
Wow. So you gonna turn your shit? You can turn your shit, but you can look at my shit.
Because you can't never keep your face up.
Right. Yes, you was. One time we went off solely mine.
Yeah. Now solely. The solely is a reach now.
We went off mine.
Solely.
All right. Whatever.
Stay your ass. Just stay on topic. Don't be fucking worried.
All right. Wow.
Okay.
Well, anyway,
they need to be top 3. If I'm gonna be long term with you, you got to be top 3. You know what I'm saying? Not. I'm not 2, but what he say? Not 1, but I'm not 2. What Drake say?
I don't know. Because
I'm not number 3, but I'm number 2. Whatever it is. He got to be in the lineup, is all I'm saying. I don't want no mediocre ass sex for somebody that I'm going to be with forever. Like, all right,
so speaking of forevers, if you live with somebody...
I don't like forever.
Well, speaking of long term, let's start there. Okay. If you're living with someone, how often should you have sex?
Is that on your list? Okay. I just wasn't if you stood up for me or not.
I read you these on the phone, so you know.
I didn't know. I mean, I was half listening, so I didn't know. Okay. I had to see
all the speed bumps on Lee Street, huh?
With the Weston. How often? I don't think there's an often. I feel like even when I was younger, I'm always like a sex should just flow, and that's
should
my
just
problem.
happen.
I feel like I should wanna. My thing about anybody that I'm gonna be long term with, I always feel like I should wanna walk in the room and wanna fuck you.
Right.
Off rip.
I get it.
I should feel that passion. I want to feel that burn, that desire, that bubbles. I need that connection. I've always been that person. Like, I want to feel like the person that I'm fucking on is like, yeah, every time I see you, I'm fucking quivering, I'm getting wet. Like, oh, I'm waiting for you to be inside of me type thing. I'm like
gyrating, moving.
I'm just waiting for that. So like, I don't feel like we do a certain time frame on it, or how many times you gotta have sex. But statistics do say that people who have sex once a week are happier. Okay. So at least once a week is like minimum. And because I'm trying to think about me, I got a baby and I got Taylor and I got, but also I want to think about me being at my, like right now, like I said, I don't think I'm at my highest sex drive, but I want to picture me at my highest sex drive and ultimate happiness, and thinking about everything that will create the perfect situation.
For if you don't want to,
right, mentally, everything, Taylor and date, whatever, everything's in the right position, right? Mm-hmm. If I'm in that position, I would say the amount of times I want to have sex typically in a week. At least 3 or 4. I mean,
but you don't even
gotta fuck all the time. You can just finger me sometimes.
You just gotta know how to please your partner.
Good fingering. Everybody know that.
Yeah, I don't like that unless you rubbing it out.
So like,
but the fingers up in there.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think is a good amount? And has that changed since you became 30? Like when I was your sex drive has been the same. Has been exactly the same.
I want to fuck as often as I can.
Oh, okay. I have to ask.
Yes. Yeah, you don't have to. Yes, I'm gonna fuck right now. If I had a man,
Chinos.
Maybe mine's or his. I don't know. It's our house.
It's short. Somebody mine.
Yeah. For me, if I live with somebody, yeah, I think 4 minimum, 5 to 7 days a week.
Are you initiating sex though?
I will. Happily.
What's your initiation? Do you be like?
I will
do you
suck
say
some
it
dick.
or suck it? No,
I'll ask.
Okay.
Because sometimes people don't be in the mood, and I'll just be like, you know what I'm saying? If I rub you or if I touch you, you're not in the mood, and I'll be like, so you don't want to? And if you be like, nah, it's cool, we good, they're cool. But if I'm like, I'm trying to suck some pee or, rubbing up on you, and let's make it do what it do, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to give you guys a synopsis now, because we're not coming back to talk about this. Because we're going to go into vibes or not, and then some girl chat. So, I would say sex after 30 is different than sex after 20. Your body changes. You know what you want. You're more sexually in tune. You may be having sex for a shorter period of time. Things tend to change, but still have good sex. Just because you turn 30 don't mean you can't pop pussy. Just because you're not doing cartwheels on a dick don't mean you can't. You know what I'm saying?
I've never done that. So
do what you're supposed to do. Don't let the pornos fool you.
Please.
Don't
even let the girls on the Instagram or the TikToks fool you.
And just listen, a fake body don't make good pussy. So like, don't be insecure.
Okay.
Don't be insecure.
Because they love the rolls.
Just know what you got and work that shit. If you in your 20s, if you in your 30s, be secure with your body and still get the sex that you need. Be comfortable having the sex you need. Don't worry about your body.
You're always confident. Confidence is key.
I promise you, if he's fucking you, he like it already. Like in some sort of way, right? So it depends on whether he's just fucking you to fuck you or whatever it is. There's something about him that got you. So you shouldn't even be worried about it.
Let me tell you one thing.
Getting in your zone and popping that pussy like Coca-Cola.
If you a thick bitch, and I'm a thick bitch, when they grab them rolls, baby, they love that shit.
Yeah.
They not fucking grabbing them rolls to make you uncomfortable. They grabbing them rolls because they love that shit. So don't ever let one of these skinny bitches or one of these BBL bitches, in shape bitches make you feel like
defer you, right?
No, they love that shit, and they gonna tell you whether they tell you or not. They love that shit because they grabbing it. When they grab it, that mean they love that shit.
All right,
be confident, baby.
And that is all. So we're gonna get into vibes or no. And so we did not ask you guys this week for a poll. So we're gonna give you guys a question for you guys to answer next week. And of course, it's on topic. So is having sex only one time a week a vibe?
No. Well, I mean, answer for yourself.
Or should I say once a month?
Once a month, baby.
Well, that's really a reach. So once a week. Okay, if you have a partner though, because
if you have a partner and you only fucking one time a week.
So wait, so you feel like single people should be fucking once a week, more than once a week too?
We talk about partner.
I'm asking you.
Single people, if you only fucking one person at the moment, then yeah, that's cool. But if you fucking multiple people, then you should at least be able to.
I was trying to narrow down the topic, but you saying the same shit I'm saying. Okay, bet. So, vibe or not, is having sex one time a week a vibe? No. Vibe or not, is having sex one time a week a vibe? We already know Deja's answer. She's keep telling us. So, anybody else? Is having sex one time a week a vibe? We love you guys' feedback on this poll question. Keep feeding back on the poll question.
Because we fuck with y'all. Y'all been fucking with us.
We want to eventually grow to the point where we can ask you guys to like send in y'all questions and ask for advice, because baby, we give the best advice. We're not giving y'all bullshit ass advice. So like, fuck with the kids.
Or y'all stories. Send in y'all stories. Let us tell them.
Oh, that's even all the above.
Yes.
And we'll create a whole segment for you if you got something good and juicy to talk about. Because, you know, our lives are fun and exciting, but there ain't how many times you want to hear about the nigga with no socks in the Timbs. You know what I'm saying? The nigga, we got a whole roster of niggas here we was talking about, but y'all know who we talking about at this point. You know what I'm saying? If you are loyal, you are a faithful follower, as you should be.
As you fucking should be.
And it's time for Girl Chat. What are they chatting about this week?
What are they talking? They are talking about the fucking Perfect Match. I don't know if you all are watching Perfect Match, but we are in with.
I feel like they talking about all the shows. In general.
They are talking about all the shows.
Shit popping off right now. In general, like
Perfect
Married
Match,
at First Sight, the Tommy and the Baddie. Like, it's so many shows right now.
Yeah. So
where you want to start?
Let's start with the Perfect Match because let's get in and get out.
Okay. In and out.
Okay.
In and out.
You know what I'm saying?
Our favorite.
So right. And so with them on Perfect Match, let me just say this. Don't bring all of those beautiful black women onto a dating show with all of those men who only are interested in white women. And skinny white women that don't even have the same type of build as these beautiful black women that you guys are bringing on. Like, let's save them it's not even embarrassment, because it's more embarrassment for those black or those half black men than it is for those beautiful black women. I hate it for them.
I hated it.
Even for Savannah.
And Sophie.
Savannah is not even black, but she's a woman of color. You know what I'm saying?
All
She's
them.
not.
Shit, Izzy, it ain't from.
Izzy.
They got her up out of there quick
They
too.
did.
She was cute. She passed the body aesthetic quota until there was somebody who was lighter than her.
Whiter.
And who was whiter than her. And then the men got the fuck on. So
it's just like, please.
But the thing about these shows is, like, I don't like how it was casted, because I feel like they didn't give the black girls a chance. If y'all was going to recruit them to be on this show, like Perfect Match, you should have signed it up better so that y'all can actually have all the people of color in the house at once.
Like,
to even
why
give
not
them
put
the opportunity to like each other?
At least put Calvin should have been one of the first cast members along with Aunt Sophie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Zay was there, but Zay is one of those on the line, maybe racially ambiguous white girls, maybe black girls.
I like black girls, but I like somebody who's going to be into me. But you got,
You know what I'm saying? So Calvin could have been there from the jump. They had so many other black men
it's just weird. Like matching the couples. I think the premise of the show is stupid, if I'm being honest. And me and they like these kind of stupid shows.
We do.
Be very clear. But the 5-bedroom thing, it
gave Are You the One without Are You the One vibe.
What it gave was, it didn't give a Netflix budget.
Yeah.
That's what it didn't give.
Yeah.
With them drinking wine the whole time.
And they couldn't have them in the original bottles. They had to put them in like...
The drinking the wine, all they were drinking was fucking wine. I don't want to get wine drunk every fucking night.
Yeah.
Them drinking the wine... They try to bring in other people and do like little fake weird daily challenges, asking them questions like, how would your partner answer these questions? How would these people know to answer these questions? They just met these folks like a day ago because they keep swapping out matches.
Right.
I just found it like weird. Like, I felt like the premise of the show wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, and I feel like they just set all the black girls up to fail, and like I don't like that. I don't like that.
You should have just put everybody in the house at once. And just eliminate
everybody.
And everybody pick to eliminate a couple each week. Based upon, you can still do the challenges, and they go to the challenges, and somebody who wins, the person who wins nominates one couple, and then the house nominates another couple, and then they vote it out, and they see who gets to stay to the next week. That would have been a better show. Match.
I agree, 100%.
And then, if you win, you have the option of switching pairs or staying with the person you're with type thing.
Yep. I agree, 100%.
That would have been, look at me.
100%, I agree.
It's that EP in right now. Because that's not that.
They
what
need
they
to call Chef Taya.
Because what they did, that really was not it. I'm like, the premise of the show was just weird. Them sliding the screen and making it just, all of it just seemed so produced. And like, there was parts of the show, like, if you're going to show them in the house, I want to see them in the house. There was no parts where you really seen them engaging and getting to know each other. Where are those scenes at?
Right, and then when they were in the rooms, it was music over it, so we didn't really get to hear what they were saying.
And quick,
we just saw them in the rooms, and then it was just like, all right, next episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree with that.
How you feel about baddies?
The baddies, I feel like everybody's trying to compete for the top spot.
Yeah.
So, for the first episode, I thought that Stunning Girl was trying to, make herself well known.
She was a bit extra.
Biggie, I feel like she was trying to be like, oh, Stunning Girl, whatever. Biggie, I wanted to like Biggie so fucking bad. But she did so fucking much when it came to Stunning Girl. And it's just like, girl, that girl is little. She's tiny compared to you. Chill the fuck out. Like, back the fuck up. Please.
Back the fuck up.
Okay.
Back the fuck up.
Rolly figured it the fuck out. Like, okay, bitch, we get it.
I just want Roy to put on real clothes. If I see this bitch in another fucking sweatsuit or like something stretched, like I get it, she is big, like not like that. But I'm like,
I get what you're saying.
She's big, and it's like I
want
get
you
it.
to put on something
you
that complements
wouldn't be comfortable,
your
right?
bodies.
I guess you wouldn't be comfortable. I don't want to see her in no more sweat jogger. I finally see her in the outfit over there in London at the fight. She had like a little leather outfit on I think Bobby's page or whatever, and I was like, yes, finally some real clothes. Like I've never seen anytime they go to the club, even the dress she was to the club, it was everything like a stretch spandex, mesh whatever material, and I'm just like, I want to see her like put that shit on. Big girls can dress, like get dressed. You on this show?
Absolutely.
You can find somebody who can get you some shit to put on.
I agree. I think that in the last couple of years we've seen Tommy. Well, or I thought I'll say that we've seen Tommy evolve from Love and Hip Hop Tommy until like grown adult, like apologize to my daughter for the things I've said for her, and then now she's reverting back to.
I don't think she's really reverting though.
Think she's just still being herself?
Yeah, I think she still has growth because, like, even her on the show shows growth. Her mediating and talking to bitches and all kind of shit. Okay. That was not her on first season of Love and Hip Hop. She couldn't even sit at the same table as Erica 6 feet away. They made Sweet into a fucking boardroom for their asses. And she was still trying to fucking, you get what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like she has evolved, and, like, the fight that her and Nelly are having for the boxing, they gotta put on and they gotta make a show and make it all this other stuff. Because I seen them doing all of that, and then I seen them at the club together the same night. So it's kind of just like they trying to get people to watch. They gotta do what they gotta do. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like they kind of trying to get people to watch. And I feel like she's grown. I don't really know what happened with the whole Chris Brown and Baby thing, because we were supposed to touch on that, but we had a lot of shit. Yeah. But I don't really know what happened with that. But I feel like she has shown growth, and I like her more on Baddies than I do on anything else. I feel like she's articulated herself. Like, listen, like, the bitch just don't want you to touch her. When it came to Scotty and Razor, I feel like she's done a good job of, like, being a better person. I think she did a good job, mediating that situation. But then when she got to talking about Chris Brown and the baby and how they closed the door, and she like, fuck the baby, all y'all look like albinos. The baby eyes cocked like a pistol. Like, I was just like, come on her live while she was talking. Okay, I didn't hear that.
I was just like, Tommy, like, come on. Like, I like you, and I want to like you more. But, like, don't revert back to your old ways just because you on a new television show. Like, bitch, stick to it. I liked how she mediated the Razor Scotty situation. I like how she tried to have the conversation with Stunning Girl. Like, I felt like in that situation, Stunning Girl was like, but no. Yeah, but no.
She was ready for that. No. She was with all the shit. I don't like nobody who want to fight all the time, because it's like, you're not ever tired. Like, you cannot like this bitch. But even bitches I don't like, I take a day off from not liking it. Absolutely. Especially for some fucking money.
Yeah. So yeah, I like Tommy, but I hated how that situation played out with that.
Who else do I?
So
I like everybody on that show right now except I don't really dislike it. Like
I don't dislike anybody, but I could have done without Scotty.
What I can say is this is the best produced season. They don't look raggedy, ghetto, and busted down like last season. Last season they look homeless.
They did, but I also feel like Natalie needs to find a good dermatologist.
But
because her skin still
there's a lot of things that Natalie can work on and she don't want to, so she clearly
she,
happy with herself. So I'm gonna let her ride out on that shit.
Yeah, because she need to find good doctors too. Tommy should refer her too.
Yeah, but I think they look a whole lot better than they looked last season. They did their opening in like wet sweatpants and like all kind of.
Did.
I'm like, why would y'all do them bitches like that? They just
really
walked straight off the bus and y'all said we doing an opening video and nobody put clothes on.
Waist trainers. It was just waist.
It looked trash.
It looked really bad.
Trashy.
I said last semester.
Last semester. It looked trashy as hell. This semester. You gotta be saying that shit. This season looked good.
This season did look really good. I will.
Have you been watching You?
I started it.
Yeah, he's still crazy.
He's still crazy as fuck. Yeah, he killed somebody already.
Now he in London being crazy, killing people.
Yeah, killing people. He's still stalking that one black girl.
He is. I ain't gonna get no spoilers. So maybe y'all ain't start yet. But
yeah.
He's stalking her for now.
He is. Yeah. He caught up with her at least twice.
Yeah, you might be further than me. I'm playing now.
He did. He loved that girl.
Well, y'all, that's all the girls is chatting about this week. Tell us what y'all favorite shows are and what y'all watching right now, and maybe we'll tune in because we are always looking for new shows to watch. Please
write us and tell us about your worst and your best sex stories because we will talk about it.
I want to hear how y'all evolved and how that.
Yes.
If the pussy
you
pop,
can tell us how
you can be anonymous.
Yes, you can. You can tell us how you've evolved from teen to 20s, from 20s to 30s, from 30s to 40s to 50s. Tell us all of it.
Y'all keep those teen stories to yourself because won't nobody popping pussy in their teens like they thought they was. So keep those to yourself.
And when they was 19, you never know. These girls was stripping and all that stuff.
It is different now. It's very different. It's very different. You're right. I give it to that. Them 2000s babies different.
They different.
All right,
tell us about it.
And this has been another episode
of Such a Fucking Lady, the podcast.
Peace.
Such a fucking lady.